Heading over to the Stanley Hotel here in Nairobi, where the head of Amison, Ambassador Francisco Madeira, is giving a briefing. Let's listen to what he's saying.
Violent extremism. As I'm talking to you, yesterday, a workshop ended in Algiers on prevention and counter-violent extremism workshop and gender. Because in Somalia, women are extremely important in sensitizing the communities, the youth and the women. And the outcome of that meeting was extremely important. So that's how we are doing. I hope, Catherine, I responded to your question. Now, what are we going to exit? We are doing exactly these things. And our exit should be gauged in terms of us having been able to capacitate Somalis to take over from us. And there is no alternative. They have to be able to take over from us. We have to invest in them. The same way as we continue to degrade and disrupt Al-Shabaab, we should be able to capacitate the SNA. That's why the last meeting of the Military Operations Coordination Committee, which is a meeting of the Chiefs of Defense Staff, has appealed to the need for the UN to raise the number of Somali National Army troops that it supports logistically from 10,900 to 20,000, because it is exactly there where the problem is. There is an effort being done, but at the same time, there is serious lack of logistical support. We might train. We are training many Somalis in the military arts. But a soldier is only a soldier when he has a rifle. You cannot expect to have a soldier when he cannot fight. A soldier is prepared to fight. So he can only fight with a gun. You must accept that we need to give guns to them. But there are challenges. Many people feel that Somalia is full of guns. Yes. Maybe it is full of guns. But that should not be a reason for us not to fight and not to capacitate the Somalis to fight. So that's what we are doing, and how we're going to do it. We're doing it exactly this. Only after, when we realize that Somalis are somehow capacitated, then but we don't have much time. Our heads of state have already decided. From 2018, the Somalis must have some degree of capacity so that we can start withdrawing. They must acquire that capacity. And for that, we have gone all around the country to certify those Somali troops that are supposed to fight alongside Amison. We have certified them. They are there. Now, some of them might need further training. We have already agreed to provide that training. The Ugandans are providing that training. The Ethiopians are providing that training. The European Union is providing that training. The Emirates are also providing that training. The Turkish are also providing that training, and many others. What we need is to ensure that the training and the objective of the training is harmonized amongst all of us and serves one specific purpose and objective. We are also coordinating better amongst ourselves. So this is what we are doing, and we are doing this in the military part. But I insist with you, this is a complex situation. It also requires the non-military part of it. De-radicalization, disruption of Al-Shabaab by enticing and attracting those youths that are already engaged with Al-Shabaab to desist and come back to us. That work needs to be done. And those who we in the community feel that they are likely to be influenced and radicalized by Al-Shabaab, to protect them from that radicalization. This is work that the military do not know how to do best. So we have to resort to other entities, NGOs, women organizations, government itself, women ministries, youth ministries, religious ministries to get involved. And we are using these processes, multi-pronged processes, to reach out and win this war. And I'm very convinced we are going to win. It's difficult now, but it's not impossible. Now, the repatriation of refugees. Well, we have been discussing this issue quite often. First of all, I want to tell you that the decision to repatriate is a sovereign decision of our African Union member state, and we cannot question. We cannot question. A member state, out of its own wisdom, takes a decision. Took a decision, then what? If you recognize that the countries are sovereign, they're sovereign. They took a sovereign decision. So a decision was taken. But I'm also told that there is a voluntary appeal for people to leave the camp. Well, some are saying, well, it's not as voluntary as it means, as it is said. Well, I have no way to ascertain that. What I can tell you is that once these refugees arrive in our area of responsibility in Somalia, we do take care of them. We do take care of them. We protect them the way we protect all other Somalis. Not refusing, not denying that we are still in a war situation. And a war situation is an hazardous situation. So anything can happen. But that should not mean that we are not doing the work. We are doing that work. We are protecting. The others are there. Yes, more effort is needed. Surely, more effort is required. And we need to carry out that effort to ensure that the place is fully peaceful so that people can go about their lives freely. We are working on that. There are difficulties, yes, we recognize. But when they come, we take all the required measures. If we are attacked, whoever is with us will also be attacked. I guess I responded to your questions.
Thank you, Ambassador.